Right, here's how I made $8,347 in 6 minutes, so you can copy exactly what I'm doing. This is a little bit of an update to the road to $2 million in trading profits in 2026. So far, we're up $376,000, and it's only April, so this year is looking pretty good. So let's break down this trade that I took. It's a pretty simple trade. I mean, enter over here, sell over here, very standard stuff. Let's get to it. The first thing we have to do is we need to find the stock that we're going to be trading. This is so important and nobody does this. Everyone trades the same stock or they trade some random stock that they hear from their friend and they lose a bunch of money. You have to find the stock that's going to be the best for this specific day. The way you do that is through this. What is this? It's called the gap scanner. We can see that over here we have all the stocks that are gapping up. What does this mean? Basically, before the market opens at 9:30 a.m., the stock market is actually open. And what it's doing is it's doing pre-market trading. And in pre-market trading, we have a bunch of stocks that go up. So you'll notice pre-market is just random activity, and out of nowhere, it just spikes up like crazy. And then it keeps doing its thing, whatever, and the market opens. Why did it spike up? Most of the time, it spiked up because there's some news, right? So they signed a new deal, maybe they cured cancer, they did whatever. The stock ends up spiking up a lot pre-market. Very important, pre-market. The market hasn't even officially opened yet. Now, the reason this is so advantageous is because before market opens, you have a list of the volatile stocks. So now you know what stocks to focus on for that day. And that's exactly what the gap scanner is for. Use the free one on TradingView. You don't even need to pay for this. There's YouTube live streams. Just figure out a gap scanner. That's all you really need, right? The next thing we have to do is we need to look through each and every single one of the stocks on the gap scanner and we need to analyze their charts. This is very important. So this one, for example, ADVB, whatever, is gapping up 61%. I pull up the chart. This is what it looks like, right? This to me looks pretty ass. I'm gonna be honest. It looks pretty bad. It's going sideways. It goes up. It goes down. Just goes sideways. Because I've traded the strategy for so long, I know that this stock is gonna go absolutely nowhere when market opens. I know that for a fact. If we compare that to this stock, this one looks a hell of a lot better, right? It's gone up, it's pulled back below VWAP, which is a very big indicator. It's pulled back below VWAP, and then you can see we also have a very clear pre-market high. This is the level that's the highest in pre-market. It's very clear that the stock is finding resistance. This stock looks perfect. So that's step one done. I have the list of stocks, I've chosen the one I like, and now I just wait for my entry. That's literally it. Now, quick heads up before we move on, I have a free trading course. This breaks down the strategy in even more detail. We have multiple different sections inside for you to see how the strategy works, a different example. It's free, there's literally nothing for you to lose. Click the first link in description to go check it out. Let's keep going. So, step number 2 is to wait for the bull flag. If you watch my videos, you're gonna be so confused why I'm so obsessed with this trading pattern. I talk about this pattern every single one of my videos because that's how much I love it. Now this is what the pattern looks like. It's a very simple pattern. I don't like to overcomplicate things, guys. This is very simple. Basically, the stock goes up, it dips for a bit, you buy it, and then it goes up. Like that's literally it. You can see the stock goes up over here. We have a little bit of a dip, and as soon as the candle breaks the previous candle's high, that's when I enter, and then it shoots up and up and up and up. This is the pattern. I swear to God. Forget all the indicators you have on your chart. Forget the different strategies you have. Forget like all this crazy stuff. Just focus on one strategy, one chart pattern, and that's it. Stay consistent with that. Most of you guys are flip-flopping strategies because they don't work one day. So the next day you switch to another one. Like focus on one and stick to it. Like I've literally just focused on this chart pattern for the past year and it's paid amazingly well. So focus on the chart pattern. This is the simplest one out there. It can't get any more simple than this. And you're gonna make a lot of money. Trust me, right? So let's wait for the bull flag. I've included another picture of the bull flag to remind you what it looks like. And let's play this little animation and let's see what happens, right? Minute by minute, let's see what happens to the stock and when we should be entering. And again, we're just waiting for the bull flag. So as a reminder, this line over here is the pre-market high. So this is going to be one of the most important levels that you're going to have because so many stocks respect this level. Either they find a lot of support on that level or they find a lot of resistance on that level. You like if you're trading without this level, you're literally trading blind. So every single day when you find the stock you want to trade, make a little horizontal line at the pre-market high level, and you're gonna be good to go. So this is what that horizontal line is, right? So let's play through this animation a little bit, and let's see what's happening. So far, I'm not liking the stock because it's just going sideways, right? Remember I said we need like a big trend, then a little dip, and then a trend? I need this like trend part to happen. Right now it's just going sideways. But let's see what happens. Boom. I asked for a trend, we got a trend, right? So now it's very good. Now you can see it's finding a little bit of resistance at that pre-market high level, but it's very strong. Look at how high the volume is. Look at how fast it went up. I'm definitely watching this. Let's see what happens. Next candle, there we have it. There we have it, right? That is our pullback. And notice something else. It's finding support on that pre-market high level. So literally 2.5 seconds ago, I said pre-market high is super important because sometimes stocks find support. It literally found support on it. So not only is it a bull flag, not only is it volatile, it's also finding support on pre-market high. So this is ticking every box, literally. So now all I need to do is wait for the next candle to open, and I'm gonna enter. Let's see what happens. Boom! Enter right over there from that pullback, and it squeezes up. The next thing I have to do is just sell. But before we get to that, I'll play you a live recording of the entire trade. I'll skip through parts because it's obviously a long video, but I'll show you the live recording so you can see me getting in and out of the trade. Let's go. Right, let's play this video and let's see what happens. Again, it's the same stock. It's pulling back on pre-market high. I'm about to press play and let's see exactly when I enter. It's about to open up. I enter right over there, okay? It's pulling back. We can see the dips are being bought back up on pre-market high. It's finding support. It's squeezing up. This is perfect. So I already take my entry. The first thing when I do, when I take my entries mentally, is I'm always thinking of where my take profit is going to be. That's the first thing I think of. Now in this case, I bought near the $7.40 area. So honestly, I wanna aim for somewhere around $8. Usually, if I buy a stock that's below pre-market high, I wanna aim to sell at pre-market high. But because this is already above pre-market, look at that squeeze. Because this is already above pre-market high, I can't really aim for pre-market high, right? So I have to aim for another level. In this case, because we're very close to $8, the high of this candle is 780. So we're very close to $8. So I'm gonna try and aim for $8. This doesn't mean that you should just blindly hold and just see what happens. Even if it doesn't hold $8, you're still holding. That's not what it means. If I see that it's finding a lot of resistance at like $7.95, I'm gonna sell at $7.95. $8 is just like the best goal to have, right? So that's what I'm mentally thinking. Now this is already squeezed up. I've entered its broken high of day. It's squeezing up. High of 780 on this candle. Next candle's open. So now I'm just waiting to see what happens. I'm gonna skip through a bit. We can see it tries breaking high of day, but it finds a little bit of resistance. Still, this isn't dumping all the way back down. It's still maintaining its level. So I'm still in the stock. Now it's beginning to try to break high of day again. It keeps trying, coming back down. Keeps trying, coming back down. Let's skip forward a little bit, see what happens. Next candle opens. There we go. Dips a little bit. Dips, start getting bought back up. Squeezes, breaks high of day yet again. So we can see the stock is slowly going upwards, breaking high. It just broke another high. It just broke another high. It keeps breaking highs. It just broke another high again. So now we're at 794. So we're very, very close to that $8 level that I was aiming for. And again, we can see that slowly but surely, the stock is breaking highs, right? Candle by candle breaks the high a little bit, closes. Next candle breaks the high. So this is very positive. Keep skipping over here, we can see again, breaks the high, squeezes up again. Right now, we've already hit $8. $8.03 is the high, but I keep holding the stock. Now, why do I keep holding the stock? Well, we can see that it didn't immediately find resistance at $8. It actually squeezed past $8 to $8.03. This tells me there's not a lot of resistance. Like, sometimes you'll see these stocks, what they do is, they get to a level like $8 and immediately they find resistance. Because everyone and their mom is spamming the sell button. So the price can't even get above $8. In this case, it went above $8, so I'm pretty confident, right? It's not dumping down, like, there is a bit of a topping tail, but it's okay. I'm going to continue holding this. And that's what I do. Keep holding this, keep holding this. I want to see how high this can possibly go. Next candle, you can see we're about to retest the highs again. We smashed through the highs. The high is now $8.18. It's trying to go above again. So you can see how strong the stock is. Breaks the high, 822 is the high, 823 is the high. Like, this is an amazing, amazing squeeze. And from such a simple pattern. It keeps squeezing up, and over here it breaks the high. But look at that. There's a lot. Immediately there's resistance. Immediately. It doesn't even let it break the high and squeeze higher. We just see a top wick. So that shows me there's way too much resistance. And now we can see, like, look, the volume is starting to climb. Big topping tail. It's a red candle. It's about to dump. And here I'm like, let me just sell. And right over there I sell. That was the entire trade. Took like 6 minutes. I'm up 8 grand. So I'll talk a little bit more about selling, right? Because this is also very important. Because the main thing you have to keep in mind is you want to keep your winners as big as possible. If you enter a stock and it starts squeezing, the last thing you want to do is just sell it too quick. So how do you make sure you can sell at the highest point possible? The key is resistance. This is why I've written it down 3 times, because it's very important. Resistance. Keep that in mind. Now, what specific resistance did we see in this stock? Well, again, topping tail. That's one of the main things that I look for. If I can see that there's a topping tail forming, the stock is beginning to slow down, it's dumping, it's a red candle, it's a pretty clear sign that there's a lot of resistance. Remember in the video we saw that it broke the high, but then immediately came back down, and it closed as like a red candle? This is terrible. This shows me that there's a crap ton of resistance. I want to completely avoid this. Another thing is look at the volume. The volume on this red candle is very high. It's higher than the previous like 3-4 candles. That shows, again, people are beginning to run out of confidence. More people want to sell than people want to buy. So this is a very clear sign that the trend is beginning to reverse, and this stock is probably going to go back down. And when I identify that in real time, that's when I sell. A lot of people, they sell way too late because they get too greedy, or some people, they sell way too early because they just get nervous, right? They just want to see green on their broker, so they quickly just sell to like lock in a very small win. So you have to find the middle ground where you can hold your winners for super long, but you don't get super greedy. And like I said, I'm up 8K from this. Like, this should inspire the fuck out of you. Like, I'm a normal dude. If I can do this, I don't have a fucking PhD. I'm not a math whiz. If I can do this, there's no reason you can't follow a simple chart pattern and make money like this every single day. Now, step 4, the thing I do every day is to review the trade. So like I showed you the live recording, I play the live recording and I do my commentary, and then I show it to the community members. So every single day, no matter if it's a win or a loss, doesn't matter, I always make a review for the community members. Now, if you want to see the live recordings that I've taken, then you can definitely join the community and check them out. Every single day, doesn't matter if it's a win or a loss, I will always record a video explaining why I took the trade, analyzing it, and just telling you everything about that trade. You can see all these videos in the community. In the community, there's also a Discord server, so you can join all these other profitable traders that are making money, trading the same strategy. Look at all these wins. I can keep scrolling for days. In the community, you also get access to the live movers section. So remember I said you have to find the gapper, analyze the chart. You can forget about doing all that because I do it for you. So every time I see a stock that I like, I post it in the live mover section for everyone in the community to see. And that is going to be the stock that I'm going to be trading. So if you finally want to become a profitable trader, email me at thedracoroom@gmail.com to join the community. It's the best place to start. It's the best strategy to trade because it's so simple. It doesn't require a degree. It doesn't require prop firms, none of this stuff. It's super simple, and we trade the same chart pattern every single day. So definitely email me at that email to get inside the community. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.